Boening, USA, David Alcaide, Spain. Race to 8.
Hello and welcome. Moscow, Russia, the Kremlin Cup, the semi-final. The first of them between Shane Van Boening and David Alcaide, USA versus Spain. And I'm here in the commentary booth, joined by Alex Borohovich.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Michael, for inviting me. It is a privilege and a great interest of mine to, first of all, be at this tournament, play in the tournament, and also doing some commentary as well.
Well, as long as you mentioned yourself playing and we're still early into this match, would you share your impressions from your clash with Maxim Dudanets?
There was no clash. There was like it was a completely lopsided match.
More like a beating, right?
Yeah. The quality, my game quality is nowhere near what it's supposed to be for this tournament. It actually collected a lot of very high-level players. Everybody is
I believe
very
this,
well
this year
prepared.
must be the toughest of the fields so far at the Kremlin Cup.
Very good field. The quality of the venue and the equipment is amazing. I'm really happy to see all this. It's a new venue, different from the previous.
Yeah, the older one is closed for reconstruction.
This is also very nice. It's a very famous sports arena that was a part of many tournaments like hockey,
And the Olympic Games
football,
also
Olympic
included,
Games, and soccer.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it was reconstructed also for the World Cup FIFA
Yes,
last year.
excellent. So
this means we are having like almost like you mentioned new venue.
yes, but it's beautiful. It can hold several thousand viewers. And now we are at the match that is two very famous, world famous players. One is world champion, the other one is 5 times US
Both of them also won the World Pool Masters.
Whirlpool Masters. So they have titles up to wazoo, like they say in United States. But in any case, happy to be here, and let's see if we could contribute something positive towards pool and towards this broadcast.
Well, of course, and thank you everyone who are watching us there all over the world for sharing the stream with your friends and for them joining us here online, live from Moscow. Opening reg goes for David Alcaide. David is also multiple European champion in straight pool, 8 ball and 10 ball divisions, and actually it was in 10 ball where he won his recent titles at the European pool scene back in 2014 and 2016. So 10 ball is the game He knows
Yeah,
quite
well,
a lot.
both players play all disciplines very well. Rotation, 8-ball, straight pull. So David Alcaide broke and ran the first rack. So the score is 1-0. They're racing to 8.
Yeah, correct.
8 points. That's the format. The format is kind of a modified 10-ball rules. Call all shots. Pocket. You don't have to call safety.
Well, I don't think you should call it modified because it's according to official WPA rules.
It's a WPA 10-ball
Yeah,
rules?
correct. Yes.
Okay.
So it's
'Cause-
not modified in any way, believe me.
They played like call pocket and call safety. Also formats 10
that's
ball.
another option, and I've been told by the American guys who were here before you that in the past, like the 10 ball, they are used to know the game. They just played it like 9 ball with extra ball.
Right, but
So slop shot counts.
yes, like it's a 10 ball express, but you still have to call 10 ball, even though here 10 ball before the end of the rack, 10 ball pocket, it gets respotted.
Yeah.
That I know you pretty much probably covered the rules before, but if we have anybody new listening to the broadcast, and because every tournament has a little bit of a different game going on, so it's nice to know. They're gonna clean the ball.
And actually, that is the first time throughout the whole event, through all these days, that any of the players request for the cue ball to be cleaned. Actually,
Oh, really?
yes, at this TV table.
Well,
I'm surprised they didn't ask for the referee before. Never.
it also depends on the player, and maybe sometimes you can actually see a spot of chalk on the ball that requires. The spirits here are very friendly.
Oh, he's going to have himself snookered behind the 8. And he's surprised with the rebound from the cushion, Alex.
What do you think caused that? Is it
I
he
think
hit
that-
it a little too hard?
I believe it's a misjudgment. Well, he gambled a little bit with the position play, I think, crossing this position zone. So just he knew, he was very well aware of he is going to be behind the 8, just maybe a little bit more of the cue ball power, or vice versa, a little bit less, and he is okay. But
Yeah, usually if I have a potential where a ball gets in the way, I try to run into a little bit further. Oh, but if you can
it was a
kick
spectacular
like this,
shot, yeah.
if you can kick like this, why do you need a position anyway? What a shot! What a shot!
You never want to take these percentages.
I think David has so much knowledge in this game. People, even with all his titles, people don't give him enough credit, I think. He is a very, very strong player.
Yeah, of course. And
Very strong.
Actually, here we are having a rematch between those guys, because they faced each other in the second round here in Moscow this year, and it was David Alcaide who came out victorious 8-6 over Shane van Boening,
Right.
sending him to the loser's side of the bracket.
But you know something? I've seen many tournaments where Shane could have lost in the early rounds of a top bracket, go to the bottom bracket, beat everybody up, go to the final, and win.
Yeah, sometimes it's just the way to get yourself warmed up a little bit.
Yeah. Sometimes the person sitting in the hot seat would have to wait for several hours for the match, while he's playing his coming up quarterfinals, semifinals. So he's coming in all hot and ready, and the other guy has been sitting for a couple of hours. Now he's coming cold, and against Shane, it's a very big advantage if he's warmed up and comfortable. Yeah, we have messages from US. I hope you guys are watching. Welcome everybody. Hello friends. And yes, by the way, nobody needs an invite to a tournament like this. You just have to call the organizers, tell them you want to participate, and you will be included. And the only thing you need to do is get a Russian visa, which is not very expensive, and within a week in New York City you can get a visa.
Maybe he means the invite to the commentary box.
Well, first you need a Russian visa, then we'll talk about the invite to the booth.
And all the rest is a sure thing
easy.
Then, yeah.
For the rest you don't need credentials.
All right, David can obviously see the yellow one, and the position on the two is not that hard. Just don't want to clip this 6-ball. Once again, he cannot calculate the rebound off the rail. And I'm pretty well surprised with that, provided they had some time to spend at this very table before the match to take some little practice. They actually had to wait a little extra.
I'm pretty sure that the conditions of this table are very similar to the rest of the tournament tables. They're all diamonds, very good quality, brand new cloth.
Well, I've been told that the balls are being polished here a little bit more often, and maybe the cloth brushed also. So just the cue ball roll, it rolls farther.
Just brushed, you mean for cleaning?
Yeah.
Right, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Not for trying to create some nap, you know,
No.
on a napless cloth especially.
Yeah. Well, but the quality is excellent. I'm really happy to see this kind of tables. So the same tables I used at the US Open and Derby City and all major US tournaments.
Are you sure
And the
about
upcoming.
Are you sure about the US Open right now? Is it Russon from now on?
No, not Russell. It was diamonds. It was diamonds.
Well, it used to be.
Yeah.
Well, probably until Matchroom took over last year.
You think they do?
I guess. Well, I think. I think Matchroom has got some a deal with the Russon tables.
Yeah. Well, you know something. There's an upcoming tournament in October, the International 9-ball.
Yeah, which used to be called like.
Former US Open.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be run a very popular tournament.
Of course,
128
yes.
players.
Pat Fleming, I think, is the one responsible for
Yeah,
it right now.
he took over completely, and Pat is running a fantastic show. Really good tournament. We're very good friends. And
Yeah, let's not forget he was the first one to come up with any kind of statistics for pool.
Stats and videos. If anybody cares about history of pool, this is just a treasure trove of videos from I don't even know how far back, at least from the 80s, that he was running AccuStats, and the catalog is enormous for people who want to see.
Well,
But,
Alex, aren't you surprised, with all these, some not perfect cue ball control? David Alcaide is leading 3 racks to nothing.
Well, the first, let's say, that time that he missed the position and he was snookered and he kicked it in. So he knows how to get out of tough situations, and also a question always how he leaves a ball for Shane to continue, right? Because when you're coming to the table and you have nothing, and you try to play safety or you have to kick, it's not always going your way. But Shane has been in matches where he was behind, and hopefully they can even up. And I like to see in big matches, I like to see a heel match.
Yeah, just do remember the very nice comeback effort by SVB in his match versus David Alcaide. Yes,
Yeah.
I think he was trailing like 1-6 or maybe 2-7, but then he managed to win several
on
racks, and he came to 6 points.
Yeah.
In the end, he lost 6-8, but apparently that could have been one of the most nicest comebacks Moscow ever seen at this venue.
And in Shane's history, he's done it many times. So he has enough of, he has so many gears in his game that he can just mentally switch to another level. Yes, of course. Yeah, we're gonna take a bus. New Jersey pool player. We're gonna take a bus from New York straight to Moscow, and we'll take Upstate Al with us.
First, it will be an Airbus, obviously.
Hello, Eric.
Yeah, I think some Molinari guys are watching us.
Yes,
yeah?
Eric Wan of Molinari brand. I have an excellent Molinari cue for pool and three cushion.
So Shane here at the table with the real first chance to run them out, to get on the scoreboard.
A little too straight, but he has to
He's all right, just with
pull
left,
it.
either left-hand English going forward or just drawing it backward. Anyway, just he gonna fall on either side of the 9.
Look how close he
yes,
got.
Yes, he just took the gamble, and just I would have preferred going on slightly like farther from.
Or
that,
just play the long way.
Yeah, from the side pocket, just stay away from it.
Yeah. Well, also, if you're shooting in the opposite direction of the next ball, yeah.
Looked like that Shane didn't apply any over like left-hand side.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? I think he trusts his stroke enough that he knows how much to apply force. All our friends in pool who are watching now, please share this link and this broadcast. We want everybody to enjoy this
Yeah, we already
event.
got like over 500 viewers.
Yes.
Very nice.
Thank you, everybody.
Well, Konstantin Stepanov is fighting Tyler Steyer at the other table, trailing 5-6 at the moment in the race to 8. Well, David Alcaide almost lost his cue ball deep in the corner pocket on his break shot attempt.
He has a tough one-ball shot from the rail and a tough position to play. So the only way he can get to ball number 2, I think, if he pockets it into the upper right corner.
The 3 ball goes past the 10. So David is alright here with this position, just rolling forward on the red 3 then for the 5 to the corner pocket, all the way towards the green 6. And back for the 7. I'm sure it passes. Yeah, the 7 is very well available to any of the corners, even past the 10. Oh, now has to draw using the side rail. Gets it done very nice and neatly. Also right now 2 rails back towards the 7, I think. Just some right hand English.
I'm not sure if
draw
7
applied.
goes in the upper right corner.
It
does
goes. It definitely does.
Okay. Okay, because I have a different view. Okay. Well, if he really wanted, he could just come off straight off this of the rail.
Yeah, once again you see just that David is shaking his head because he didn't want that nudge on the 8.
Well, he doesn't need to nudge the 8. Just come out to the middle of the
But he did.
table. Yeah, look, I mean, now... Yeah, with a little delay, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
We just go live feed.
Right. Nice stroke.
You look once again, the 3rd time, he is not happy with the cue ball rebound. And I'm not sure about the reason, because it's the 5th rack of the match, and he should have figured out the rebound already.
I think his stroke is a little
Tense. Yeah?
tense, yes.
Mhm.
If he play it nice and soft like this one, you see no problem on this rebound.
Well, I hope there is nothing wrong with one of the cushions of this
No.
table.
By the way, diamond tables have the most consistent cushions from table to table and also from side to side.
Yeah, at the same time, with some hack work by a table mechanic, it's easy to to mess them.
To change that?
No, I mean just to mess them up, to have them set wrong.
Yeah, but you know what they have a certain way of how they do the construction of the table.
Yeah, of course.
And also the
And
assembly.
the leveling system and
Yeah. Even I played some diamond tables that are original diamond tables from like 15, 20 years ago, right? And they're still playing very well. Still. Always wanted to have one in my living room.
Seems like nothing down for Shane on this break attempt. Well, you know, I'm surprised that this is the third match in a row I see players are not successful on the break at this very TV table. It didn't happen before, and the day before yesterday.
Is it something to do with the referee racking?
No, because this is the very first match the referee is doing the racking. So one match before and the other one, the players were racking for themselves and just they didn't get the result they expected. I mean, just I have no idea what might have changed to the table conditions and to the racking, because they didn't change the template, they didn't change anything.
It's very hard to tell unless you're playing it yourself. You know, like if you go out and you hit a few racks, you say, "Oh, something feels different," and you can tell what it is. It's also maybe that the people get a little tense and they break a little harder than they should. Remember, you mentioned that before in a couple of matches before, that people were breaking too hard where they didn't need to, and they feel they're getting closer to the final.
Yeah, this might be actually, yes, that's a good point, because Jeremy Jones was saying before that this table does not require that much power on the break.
Yes.
Just to try to stay more controlled.
Yeah, it's more control, more precisely where you hit the rack, at what angle.
Well, but Shane has been playing at this table before, so no need to change anything for him since then. Well, I just loved how steady Shane was staying on this shot on the 3-ball.
Yeah.
Not every single part of his body moved except of shooting arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, we have a nice point on the chat that yesterday Shane was making 4 to 5 balls. Yeah, he started with making 5 balls on the break and then 4 and 4, in a row. And, this time you see he cannot get the same result.
It's possible. Everybody racks different. Even with the magic rack, it's how you press the balls together. They're little at an angle. There could be an angle. There could be something.
This is the reason a rack for yourself should be bent, in my opinion. Once again, just pay attention to how steady Shane's head is on every single shot. You can place a glass of water on top and...
even a bottle of beer.
Yeah, sure. The most precious, I think, thing in the whole world, right?
What happened? Oh, we have distraction from... there's a match that finished in the Russian billiards, and the fans are walking right past the table, so the players are going to just wait for everybody to walk by, otherwise they're right in the view of the shot. So there will be like a 1 or 2 minute break.
Well, I think
it's
almost everybody left the stands already by that minute.
Very, very comical that Shane is sitting down and kind of smiling at what's going on.
Well, does it happen back in the States?
Well,
Like maybe
sure.
during some turning stone?
Turning
Because the venue
stone,
is set-
yes,
set up this
absolutely.
way.
Here's the thing, here's the difference. Yes, people do walk by, but what they do, they look at the table they're going to walk at.
Yeah.
If the players
Yeah.
are going to shoot, they're going to stop like a rock and wait for the player to finish shooting. And then,
Yeah, right.
and the guy, the last fan is walking very leisurely, like a by a promenade. There is really not much love between the Russian billiards and the pool community.
Well, for sure, the fans were not doing this intentionally.
No,
They
no,
just
no.
were arrogant enough, unfortunately.
No, yeah, yes. I said there is no love. There's no hate either.
Yeah.
But there is no love.
Well, there is some portion of hate, but not from the fans, I think.
Yeah, I think that affected his
Concentration, of course.
concentration. He was on a roll. He was making good shots, and then he had to do this. Yeah, he's a little frustrated, especially because he's behind it, so he needs every opportunity that he can get. David needs to come out very precisely in line on the 8-ball, because he doesn't want to overrun it and he doesn't want to be behind 9 balls. So let's see how he manages this position play. Okay, he went the short way. Okay. I think he is in a very comfortable spot to play rail to rail or draw. Yeah, draw.
Yeah, right now, these guys are coming to a similar situation they faced during the first meeting here in Moscow, like David having a big lead over Shane, and Shane just coming from behind and almost catching his opponent. Let's just see if the outcome is different this time.
In the meantime, the score between Tyler and Stepanov is 7-6 Tyler.
Ah, so you mean the score has been already updated, right?
Yes, it is.
Well, Tyler is on the hill, guys. Costa Stepanov is trailing and breaking to make it to the hill. And the other semi-finalist is a young gun from Serbia, Alexa Petzel, who managed to beat Ralph Souquet 8-2. Right now waiting for the winner, be it either Tyler or Costa. Well, Stepanov performs the break shot and almost crashes to the side. Well, nice ball spread for David Alcaide, but is the one ball available to the side pocket? I think it is, past the 5.
I think there is room there. Not a lot, but
well, to go for the blue too. he will he will have to go around the 3.
He's gonna do bottom left.
Yeah, that's it. He's fine.
He's a little straight on the 2-ball, I think, but he can manage.
There is some angle to go past the 10, maybe.
Yeah,
or
but
run into
in the wrong
10, yeah.
direction. That's the thing.
You can just try to go like
Yeah. He's probably gonna
to
draw.
use the corner, just in this fashion, yeah. To go around and hope he doesn't get snookered by the 9.
He
He's
barely
okay,
made
yeah.
it past the 9-ball, but that was his plan. Go 2 rails.
Well, leading 5-1 and at command, he's not giving up any of this position to the opponent. And like many top tournaments already showed, David can be very aggressive at times.
Yes,
Yes, with
yeah.
his attacking play, and he's a very sharp shooter, very strong, sharp shooter as well.
He has a lot of precision in his game for position play as well. It's not.
Well, you have to expect some
Yeah.
from the European straight ball champion, right?
Yes, yes. Very good straight ball player. You see, he's not happy with the shot.
But
right?
I think he is the
He
one
rushed
to,
it.
He is the one to blame actually.
He rushed
He is
that
blaming
shot.
the cue ball probably, or the bad contact with the tip. But well, I think it was the quality of the shot. You're right.
Yeah. He didn't stay down on the shot. The cue went up. Yeah, you see the cue went up,
Yeah.
and that's the result. Instead of the
Maybe,
throw,
the
it came
reason-
out the stop shot.
Maybe the reason was he was bridging over, like shooting over the 8, and he was just trying to make the shot as quick as he wanted to do.
Yeah, but it wasn't a terrible shot either. He still had position to play, as you can
course not.
see, and he has enough tools to come out from any even semi-negative situation. He played very well.
Gets on the proper side of the 9, I believe. Well, he's a little bit straight, but I think once again, with the help of, with the touch of right hand side, he can drive the cue ball to the side cushion and back to the middle of the table, just following one rail.
Just to stay loose and
Yeah.
soft. That's what he did.
So just, I think Costa Stepanov managed to get a very good safety. Yes, he has got Tyler hooked in a very tough situation. Splits the pocket with that 10 going up 6-1. Well, once again, this is just the repetition of the first match.
The original match.
Yeah, 6-1, then it goes 7-2. So let's just see if Shane manages to get that scoreline at first hand, and then maybe once again come up with some sort of a comeback. Could be nice to watch it on the TV, because I don't think their first clash managed to appear in front of the cameras.
Oh, really?
hmm
Do you think they're recording all the matches at all?
No.
No.
Only those by these, like you see the hanging device with
Yeah.
the web cameras of 8 tables overall.
But they're broadcasting, but are they recording them as well?
Yes.
Can you see
they-
them later?
Yes, they are available.
And what
via
about the
YouTube.
TV table?
Well, no doubt about this. You can just go to ABN Billiards Facebook and go to the video section, and here you have all the matches.
Excellent. Everybody, you have a unique opportunity to replay
Yeah, also I think-
most of the matches that were played
Also, I think ABN Billiards is going to upload them probably later to
To YouTube?
channel.
Oh, nice.
Maybe their own, maybe use the Billiard Brothers. I don't know yet, but we will keep you informed, of course.
Yeah. Again, big credit to Vladimir Nikolaev
Yeah, of course.
of the ABN Billiards, who contributes so much energy and resources at his own expense.
Yeah, right now Tyler Starr managed to get out of the jail, and right now it's just the tide reversed, and it is Costa Stepanov in playing from the snooker.
He might have to jump that shot. Yeah. We'll see. If you guys are watching on the computer, you can split the screen and you can watch two matches at the same time.
Yeah, of course. As long as you get the commentary for both, right?
A lot of things in pool are self-explanatory. We have so many experienced. That was something.
Oh, that was a cold shot apparently.
Yeah,
As long as Shane stays at the table.
yeah.
Somehow I missed.
That was an amazing shot,
I
though.
missed that part.
It was a kick shot.
Now he needs, I think, a powerful stroke, maybe to go 2 rails past the 10 ball towards the 4 to the short position zone,
Yeah.
just like this. Yeah.
You see, he actually used a very loose, soft, very long stroke.
Yes, smooth delivery
Yeah.
through the cue ball.
So the cue ball rolls from the get-go.
Costa is still thinking his shot over. Might be good 2 minutes.
He still has.
Shane fell short on the 7 though.
Hmm.
Didn't get enough draw off the 6, and now I'm not sure he can cut this in, but the way he's aiming, he's going for the cut, not for the bank shot. And repositioning the 9, also very nice recovery.
He knew he would hit the 9 ball, but he accounted for that with the speed and the English.
And actually, did you hear the sound of Q-tip contact on the cue ball, like almost scratching, almost miscuing? Yeah.
Yeah, he came out of the situation and ran the whole rack.
Well, believe it or not, Stepanov is still studying that very shot. Well, he very well understands how important it is, because in case of a mistake, it very well might be his very last visit to the table.
Yes, you're absolutely correct. I think he gave up the shot.
Yes, Tyler has got an open shot.
I'm very surprised that he chose this. And
Well,
even if he did, I don't think he played.
I'm not sure even where he wanted to have the 1 after this shot.
He pointed at the side pocket, but I don't know how he planned that out. Well,
Still, I think there is a 3-7 cluster which needs to be developed.
well, also if he makes the 1 ball in the side, if Tyler makes the ball in the side, he's gonna be on the wrong side of the 2 ball.
Yeah, he's studying like
So
the
it's not a
opportunity.
run-out
Yes,
situation.
he is studying if he can separate the 3 going off the 2.
Yeah.
Well, the score right now between Shane and David is 6-2 currently.
David is breaking, successfully pocketed 1 ball and has a shot at the 1. I mean, he pocketed 1 of the balls and has a shot on the 1. I think he made 7 ball.
Well, Alcaide has to find some pocket for the 2. It doesn't go to the side by the 3. And the position zone, well, it's not so limited to play to the corner, adjacent to the 4.
Yeah, the cue ball is gonna come out hot from this shot, so maybe to go like 3 rails. Yeah.
All right, keeps the 1 ball safe, I think so. Hidden by the 10.
I don't think he played it that way. I'm pretty sure he wanted to make the ball.
But at the same time, he was missing it like to that side. In case of a miss, he was overcutting it. I think intentionally.
He missed it on the pro side.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, absolutely. You're correct. So he just
all right, going
insured
rail first,
himself.
I think. Oh no, just a thin cut on the 1, pocket in the 8. Nope.
Now he made a better angle for David.
Alcaide is going for this shot, believe me.
Yeah. He's very good. I've seen him make these long, very thin cuts without any problems in making a position.
Oh, don't get me wrong right now, but I believe Kostas Stepanov is overthinking his shots a little bit, to my view.
Well,
just getting like you get my point, right?
Yeah. I think he is definitely nervous.
Too overwhelmed with the situation. Like, trying to find,
to make a mistake.
Not even trying to make the perfect one, the perfect decision, and the perfect the perfect shot. To get the perfect execution.
Yeah.
A contained safety by Alcaide. I think the jump shot is going to be next by SVB.
The thing is that the jump shot is not to get a foul, but it's going to be very tough. It's a very tough jump shot to make the 2 ball.
He's making the 2. He's playing the 2 to make.
Well, I know.
Yeah, okay.
But watch this. The distance between the cue ball and the ball he needs to jump over is bigger than the distance between that ball and the object ball.
He needs to go higher with the cue ball.
Yes. That's what makes it very difficult.
And that was basically the reason he jumped right on top of the object ball.
And that's why he hit the 2 ball on top.
Yeah. Well, once again, Stepanov versus Steyer. The 3-7 cluster is there, and the 2 ball beside the side pocket. It's time to break them up. No problems at the main TV table for David Alcaide, leading 6-2. Well, 2 ball is down for Tyler Steyer, and the 3, he gets perfect position after the breakup. He got the angle, and the 6 is very well available to the side pocket. Still leading 7-6 over Stepanov. David Alcaide is going to be shooting the combo. No problem if the 6 ball drops as well. Just needs to stay closer to the rail, I think. This way, just needs to take that into consideration. Or try to slow roll the 6 in order for the ball to stay in the jaws of the corner pocket. Just like that. He will have to use his cue extender once again because he will have to stretch past the line of the side pockets.
No problem.
Well, 4 balls on the table for Tyler Steyer.
Pro players have best gadgets.
And most often they have them for free, right?
Well,
as a part of the sponsorship contract.
Yes. They have very good cues. Cues, extensions, gloves, anything.
Well, do you remember like some tennis events they made the modern players use the old-timer wooden rackets for playing
Really?
tennis? Yes, just to make them feel how it was during these times of big champions. So I just wonder what happens to modern pool players if we handle them, give them like the cues Willie Mosconi was using, for example, or Ralph Greenleaf.
Willie Mosconi was using different
Zambotti,
balabushkas and even a lot of pro players used to use Miucci cues, which were at that time like top of the line cues.
I don't think Miucci was
Not
around,
during Moscow. Not during Moscow. I'm talking about the
yeah.
70s, 80s.
I'm trying to get deeper. Like I said, Ralph Greenleaf or like.
Well, they used to play with any cue. They didn't have to have a. Okay. So Tyler is shooting the final ball.
Yeah, to advance to the semifinal versus Alexa Petzel. 2 youngsters. Six ball is down, 2 ball stays, no shot on the 1. I mean, not
a good shot.
Not any attacking option you could see at the first glance. Yeah, the match is over. Tyler just threw. Is he ducking behind the 5? Or the 4, just sending on behind the 5, yeah.
New Jersey pool player, if you wait for a few hours, I think Shane is going to be joining you with the fishing rod.
Shane will need a super jet to be on time.
But don't you have one that gets there in 1 hour? With the new Russian jet?
Yeah, we have. It's called Topo 400.
Topo.
Like Good Morning America, right?
Right.
We are sending Chairman Boening to you. Well, the current score line is 7-2 in favor of David Alcaide, as you can see at the TV screen right now. Well, is that a little mistake by SVB? Of course, he can bank the 3 and he will take no hesitation shooting this one.
I'm not sure if he, something, he just shot that shot. He needed to draw a little, but don't see a problem. I mean, him shooting banks. He's a fantastic bank player.
Right now, Shane is starting to get a little bit looser, like doesn't take too much time between the shots. Once again playing for the short side of the 9
Hmm.
to send it long up table with a stop shot.
Actually,
Oh no.
he had enough room to swing the ball.
Yeah, because like the 9 ball is too close to the side rail.
Hmm.
Didn't want to get that dreadful side pocket involved
Yeah.
in the ball's path. So
Well,
it's 3 to 7.
If hit correctly again, that's the other thing. On diamond tables, the rails are almost perfect, and shots like this are not creating a problem. So you could hit the side pocket.
Well, once again, it was 6 to 1, like in their previous meeting, and it was 7 to 2, like in their previous
Amazing,
meeting.
amazing,
so
right?
I think Shane is going to get at least 6 points, huh? Not
Well,
so bad.
I think it depends on David. It's David's break now or Shane's break? Can you tell? Who
Well,
was breaking first?
I'm so excited about these guys playing. I forgot who won the leg. We will just figure out.
I think David
I think
broke first.
David won the leg, right?
Right, so it is David's break now.
Yeah, correct.
The referee is praying over the rack that it comes out right, that the players will like it.
Well, I hope he is doing his best every time, his best effort. Giving
Yeah,
his best
we
effort,
know
yeah.
this gentleman is a very nice guy. I know him for a few years already. So very, very good, very responsible referee. And I'm sure he wants the best outcome.
What is the race? It is race to 8. You can read this info, I suppose, at the scoreboard once it appears on your screen, just like that. Boening 3, Alcaide 7, race to 8, Kremlin Cup 2019. Well, I think there is a combo shot from the 5 to the 7. Needs to send the cue ball across, I believe, for the 4 ball. Oh no, manages to hold it. Very nice. And along with the combo shot, I think there is a carom off the 5 on the 7. Very delicate touch needed there. But of course, David possesses all the skills needed. And you know what, I like the carom shot more here, but he was looking for the combo. He is okay.
I don't see any problems on this table.
Yeah, everything has been solved by far.
The minimum issue is going from 6 to 8. But here you can just float the cue ball.
Yeah, I think he's got two options, of course, going between the 10 and the 9, but the position zone is very small, so just floating, like you said, the cue ball off the 6 in a perfect position and just one going two rails around.
It's very safe.
He even can play the 9 to the side if he wants.
Yes, I think he's actually looking at that.
Yeah, it will be pretty natural and just minimizing the cue ball movement.
You're right. We're showing the Russian pool celebrities. Anastasia?
Yeah.
Is that what's her last name?
Anastasia, it sounds in Russian.
Anastasia
Or Nastya for a short one.
or Nastya?
Nasty.
Nasty?
Nasty, no?
Nice iced tea.
Just kidding, yeah.
Nice tea.
Nasty Nastya.
David is on the final ball.
Yeah, and believe it or not, David Alcaide is through to the finals of the tournament. He won before here 2 years ago over Alexandros Kazakis.
Right. And are they going to put the second match on the TV?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So thank you, everybody. We'll take a short break.
Yeah, stay with us. To tune in shortly, like maybe in 5 to 10 minutes. We'll be back. Thank you, everyone, for your attention.
Thank you.